and no one's allowed to tell them where I am because that spoils it.
Mm-hmm. I am officially recording now. I'm here with Tom the Ancient One, and we're doing. This is a stream. You can watch this on the Twitch stream or go back and watch it. But that's all the intro I'm going to give because this is Tom's thing, so I'm going to let him talk. Oh, except I need to place Seward. So I will go with standard setup. I'm playing with Rossco.
Scott Sword's very right. Quincy and Rossco are both very competent players, so Tom is going to have his work cut out. Yeah, I don't fancy my chances massively, but I'm going to give it my best.
Well, you do have the advantage of going against a team.
That is
teams
true.
Do play worse. In fact, I'm thinking about doing a video on how to play as a team, because you play a little differently. In fact, Rossco, what I'll say to you is, tell me everything that you draw in terms of events except for Money Trail and Great Strength and Wax Cylinders. If you draw any of those three cards, don't tell me. Everything else, just be open about it. Because hiding it from Dracula doesn't help us as much as it hurts us to hide it from our fellow team members.
Yeah, I think because this is the first time you and I, Quincy, have tag teamed up. Where I've done teams before, and you try and make it so cryptic so Dracula doesn't understand, and then your partner doesn't realize what you've got either.
I literally played a game where it was like, oh yeah, I had hypnosis the whole time, and I'm like, what? We didn't know where Dracula was for a long time. Hypnosis would have been really great to know that you had.
There's one I did with Scott Sword, and he'll be on his channel, where he says, right, I'm going to play this, and we both thought it was one thing, and then he played it, and I went, well, that's not what I thought it was going to be at all.
It's just tell me what you have.
Honesty is the best policy.
Although you don't need to say when it comes to items. Items you can just keep secret, because you don't tend to hide. Ooh, okay, all right. How good are you at hip shooting?
Ooh.
Well, here we go. He's stacking needle. Right.
Yep.
How much do we think he went to Ireland? They always go to Ireland. Although, I think Tom has played enough to know that it...
Yeah.
Well...
Maybe it's a double bluff.
It might be a double bluff or a triple bluff.
Yeah,
it's always hard when it's
I know you'll think that I'm too smart for that, so I'll do it.
What's that line from Jaws? I don't know, Chief. I don't know if he's very smart or very dumb. And sometimes you can bluff people going either way.
I just need to try and take him into the shallows and drown him, but we can see.
Yeah, I tend to lean towards clicking on the cities that would be the worst for him to be in. But that's just my school of thought. It's not a big deal when it's the first day.
I've got my fingers crossed.
I think we'll do this and just see. Let's see what we have. We can start getting rid of that and that. Oh, well, there you go, Bucharest. Right, we're off.
We're too good at the game!
Wow.
Oh,
wow.
Man.
Oh, well.
Well, I was going to say, if we lose, we're going to be really embarrassed of not being, because you pumped us up as being so good at the game, but now I think our odds are good.
Yeah, I knew you guys were going to be good, but the idea that you'd get me before it even moved...
See, the thing is, this isn't as bad of a situation as you think.
Yes.
Because we can have a temptation to go after you right now, which is the mistake. That's what new players would do.
Yeah.
And we absolutely need to not do that.
Yeah.
Because...
The only advantage it gives us at the moment is we've got the region that you are, but yeah, I've seen it where you all chase after Dracula with one item each, and you're just, right, I'll just sit here and take them out and take the points for the death, so no.
Yeah, if a hunter has 3 items and they're able to get into a one-on-one, that's, generally also still bad, unless they have, planned ambush or, 2 heavenly hosts and a knife. Or Jonathan Seward, if he has 4 items, he can do reasonably well against him on a one-on-one. But yeah, you wanna. What's the second rule of monster hunting? Bring friends with guns. I don't know if you've read Monster Hunter International. First rule of monster hunting is bring a gun. Second rule is bring friends with guns.
Yeah.
Second rule is very important.
All right. Skedaddled. So let's put this down.
Right, so he's in 17. I'm just messing with you now, but I'm just...
Yeah, this is a good thing to do. Yeah, no, it is actually a pretty wide area of where he could be.
Yeah.
Has anyone
It's like,
drawn
as
any
long as
events?
even if you find me, like I've got a couple
Yeah,
places I can go. It's not like
yeah.
I'm stuck in Ireland and I'm like, oh well, I wonder where I've travelled to.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
exactly.
or Italy, where it's like, well, he's either one place or another. I drew a renewed vigor.
Yeah,
Seward
just. Or yeah, sorry, only go.
Seward has renewed vigor.
Okay. Well, I've none because Van Helsing drew the hired scouts, and you can see what Mina has. So that's that.
Oh, very good.
Van Helsing.
What other thing does Van Helsing have, unless it's a thing you don't want to tell me?
Oh, you just drew Sense of Emergency.
Ah, very good. A reasonably good card on Van Helsing, depending on how you count. Theoretically, it can be a good idea to trade that to Mina, but it's certainly not a priority. I'm a fan of waiting to trade until you have a general idea of what is going on. I assume we're going for horse economy,
Indeed.
although I kind of
Best
want
kind
a
of economy.
two-rail. But yeah, I need to go for horse economy. I can always pick up a 2 later. That's what's so great about horse economy is that even if you need a good rail ticket, you still have a decent chance of getting one at night, just because all the yellow 2s are in the deck. So it's like, okay, I'll draw, and then I get my yellow 2.
Well, we have 1/3 of the economy in place.
Okay, I have really bad economy. I have 2 yellow 2s on Seward and 1 yellow 2 on Godleming. So
Right. Okay.
I'm trying. Now I think I do have a 3/2 on Seward, which I think I'm going to keep. Just because early it's efficient. Although, given Dracula's location, horse economy is more important. This region, it's just so much faster by horse.
Few tracks there. Yeah.
Yeah.
If we get close to it, I can always trade Sense of Emergency to Godalming if he's close or needs it.
Yeah. I prefer it on Mina personally, but yeah, it can be done if we need it. Especially since Van Helsing is currently out of position.
I've heard there's some tricksy little rumour going around.
Rumor. Okay, not playing Renewed Vigor. And since we have Sense of Emergency, Renewed Vigor will be even more valuable. Yes. Okay. Let's get rid of this.
Loading up with that Godalming.
Yeah. I really want to hold on to that, but
Let me know when you want to team up with Mina. If you want to offload items as Godalming.
I think it would be good for Mina to move into Godalming space. He has some stuff that I kind of don't want to discard. So
Good, that's fine.
Yeah, so we can shuffle those around. Godalming did draw a blood transfusion.
Okay.
So, yay. Although I guess if... Yeah, actually, that's pretty worthless, because he can't even use it on anyone near him. I have played blood transfusion, I think, 3 times in my whole career.
Nice.
Although there have been times when I've played it where I was like, oh, I am actually... Oh, it's my turn. It's where I am glad that that I played blood transfusion.
Yeah. Also, I think this is probably one of my favourite parts about Fury of Dracula, I've got to say, which is when you're Dracula and you can hear the other players, we should do this, or, oh, we got this, what can we do? And you're sitting there just like...
It is very fun. Ooh, a very timely hired scouts. Seward drew Speedy Telegraph, so we have that in reserve.
I think it's time to check Ireland again, because you never know.
I would check, I think, 50 and 6? Because I would guess that he would go down to the Ionian. 50 is a...
I was going to check. I've got 50 on. I was going to check Constanta because Mina can do a psychic bond for Austria.
Oh yeah. Yeah, correct. Don't guess 6 because we would check that. That's a good call. Okay. So probably in 55 or 46. So he'll go to C at some point. So obviously we don't want to overcommit. Although we do want to get rid of. We do want to clear whatever vampires and stuff that he has.
Yeah. I've just put the numbers on for everyone that's watching the stream.
So I will
I can know what you're all chatting about.
Okay, let me give you this. And, oh, this is a fun trick. I'm gonna trade you this.
Uh-huh.
Do I want anything from you? I don't think so. I think I want to be the odd man out in terms of items because I draw more. So I'm gonna propose this trade. And then you can discard the 2/2.
That's fine with me.
And so now you have to discard. Yeah, you really don't want Godling holding onto a white 1.
No.
Because you are required to draw 2 tickets, and it is very annoying. Okay, let's see if I can't improve my horse economy. No, but I got another 3/2. That's like, oh, I almost kind of want to hold on to those. What are the events that Van Helsing has?
A sense of emergency.
Oh, right. I was reading incorrectly. Yeah, so let's do a psychic bond just to.
Let's see if he's just in case.
I don't think he would, but you always want to check. Oh, so Tom, this is the smallest thing. I will try to refrain from doing like community requests the whole game. I think it would be great if Mina uses her psychic bond and it doesn't reveal Dracula, it ends in a period. If it does reveal Dracula, it ends in an exclamation point. Because it can be really hard to locate that N''T in the sentence, and it's like the difference between those two sentences is really, really big. And like, oh, he's not there is like, oh, not a big deal. Oh, period. You know, oh, he's not here. But oh my gosh, there he is! Exclamation point, and then you can just look for it. Completely not important change.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I don't know. I don't know how hard that is to change, but it seems like a cool idea to me.
The main thing with that kind of change is that's pretty easy. Like, if I understand correctly, it is just
literally,
it's
just changing the period to an exclamation point. Or no, changing the exclamation point to a period for the isn't in, you know.
Yeah, because it's exciting when you find him,
right?
And when you don't find him, you just
and it's easy
like,
for us kind of players. We don't have to stop and think, because especially since a lot of times you're scanning a whole bunch. Yeah. And there have been times when I was like, wait a minute, did I reveal him? Oh, I've not revealed him so many times. Which is it, you know?
Yeah. This is going to become like one of those Christmas nights out where you go up to the manager when you're drunk and say, I'm going to give you some more suggestions while you're here. On the Monday you're fired.
Now let me tell you about my ideas for 4 new hunters. No. I will make my own video on that. It's like, here's why Thomas Builder should be in the game.
Yeah.
Though seriously though,
there
Thomas
was
Builder
actually I can show you a bit of a behind the scenes thing at the moment, which I don't think we've talked about previously, which is the fact that there was a point with Fury of Dracula where we were basically thinking about other monsters that you could play as instead of Dracula. So one of the easy ideas that we had was playing as Dracula's wives.
Yeah.
So they basically, you'd have the same base game mechanics in terms of the hunters need to find Dracula.
But you'd have different abilities. Like Fury of Dracula works differently, or
stuff like that.
Differently. Yeah, you could do like Renfield or Lucy, or if you wanted to be really accurate to the book, you could call her the Bloofer Lady, because that's what she's referred to as first before they realize, oh my gosh, the vampire was Lucy the whole time. Yeah, that could be interesting. Okay, I think we actually should check 59. Oh wait, no, he could be in 38. I think he's in 38. I think he's trying to be tricky and moves to 38.
See, I'm hoping that everyone on the stream's really enjoying this, because they know exactly where I am.
Right.
And they get to hear you guys go, oh, it could be here, or it could be here.
So here's the various advantages and disadvantages of going to 38. One, it closes off that sort of route, and then we know that he's still in Eastern Europe. The problem is I have a stake, and we do actually need to take care of whatever is down there. So if I go to 38 and he's not there, Mina's going to need to move.
Because if you check 38 with Godalming, I can give you sense of emergency to jump down and hit it with a stake.
Okay. Yeah. If it comes down to it, we can use sense of emergency. Hopefully, it won't.
He's
But
there, yeah.
yeah, let's give it a try. Did he go to 38? He did not. Okay, well that is that's good information to have. Which is what hunters say when I've been snookered, I've been tricked, bamboozled.
Mhm.
Okay, let's
Yes, but I got good information, which is almost as good as winning.
Yes. Seward has Lucy's Revenge.
All right.
Which
okay.
is, given that the Godling's actually sort of near Dracula, I wouldn't do a daytime trade, but it might be worth it to start prioritizing getting that over to Godling. Unless you have better things to do with your night actions. But since you're planning on doing a future trade with Godlming, or Godalming, if you want to pronounce it correctly, but as I say, as an American, I'm required to pronounce all these things incorrectly. If you trade with Seward first, then it will become a more efficient trade. Of course, now you either want to move or supply, and I'm not sure either way, because he hasn't really decided which way he wants to go, so honestly...
yeah, I think I'm going to...
have like 2 horses and a heavenly host, I would supply.
I think he's pretty okay for that, so I'm going to get him down to there for a more advantageous move.
Makes sense to me.
Let's see if I can have a look.
We should probably start making our way towards Sophia. Well, maybe. I don't know.
See, at the moment, it doesn't... Because of my train tickets, I can't get there any more than one at a time, so...
Yeah. So it's just as fast to supply and then try to draw 2, and then keep it 2 if you draw it.
Yeah, just to get down there, so I can
yeah,
check that. So I'll do one more, burn the card, and then head down tomorrow.
It's unlikely we'll get efficient horse economy in the first week. And did you say 2 white tickets? 2 white ones?
Just one white one.
Okay, and I don't have any. So yeah, we definitely don't want to be risking any horses at this point unless we absolutely need to. How many cards are in the discard pile? 4. So that's
Someone
21.
on the chat
Yeah,
has asked about efficient horse economy.
That's Quincy Morris talk. I really should do an entire video on this, but basically, when you do horses, you draw a ticket from the ticket pool, and if you draw a yellow 2, you move 2 spaces. Now there are 8 tickets that move you 2, and 8 tickets that move you 1. And so if all of your hunters have bad tickets, ones that don't have a yellow 2 on it, then your horse economy has gotten better because the likelihood of you drawing a yellow 2 has gone up. So the better your rails, the worse your horses, and the better your horse economy, the worse your rails. And part of playing hunters is managing the dichotomy between that and knowing when you want to shift from one to the other.
Very well explained. Much appreciated.
I would appreciate taking 1, 2, maybe 2, or maybe just the 1. That way we both have an empty slot.
Yeah, I'll be getting rid of that one to give to Godalming, so that I'll go back down to 2 slots. I can take another one off you if you want another 2.
I would not take Renewed Vigor. Seward's the least likely to die, and Renewed Vigor is high value. Speedy Telegraph is... Yeah, you could take Speedy Telegraph.
That's fine. That frees you up with 2 slots, and then it'll free Van Helsing for 2 as well.
Yeah, and I'm not sure I'm going to commit with a movement yet for Seward, because his items are actually pretty not great.
Okay.
So he probably needs to supply a little more.
Okay, let's do this.
Yeah, we want to get that yellow 2 if we can.
Okay, we now have 2 white ones out.
Okay. Well, we may have to do the sense of emergency play, but that's fine. I mean...
We're going to have to, because both white ones are on me now.
Yeah, well, that's just fine. If Godlming... Now, Godlming will need to supply again, because he has not great stuff. But again, we're not in a huge rush, because you were so amazingly good with your hired scouts. I love that we played up the, it's so hard to guess in the first day. I mean, what are the chances of finding Dracula? And of course, Rossco gets him on the first go, because he's such a skill at the game.
Just helped me that Tom was there.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess Tom was helping
Yeah,
us
it was a team effort, really.
Yeah, it's a co-op game. We're all playing together.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Dracula's just a very misunderstood friend.
Aha, horse. I have a horse.
Nice. Nice.
which does change the calculus a little bit. Let's see, I'm gonna
If you jump back to Mina, you can do a trade for tickets as well if you want to do that.
We
Tomorrow.
could.
Unless we get the final white one
Yeah,
tonight.
unless
and
we
then
get
if
the
you
final
wanna
white
use
one.
that-
So I think maybe Van Helsing should stick around and like do well. So this is a situation where we might actually do a day trade.
Yeah, I'm
Now, are
just
you
doing
sure you
this.
want to do this? I'm not saying it's a bad move.
Yeah, it's fine. It gets rid of it. It frees me up because I can't do any more supplying if I don't get rid
Okay,
of it. So
okay.
I don't want to burn what I've got. So
All right, I'll take. Oh, and if you could take the card I have back.
yeah, it's fine. Burn that.
Yeah, Blood Transfusion is generally better on Van Helsing. I mean, it's not a very good card anyway. Oh, and give me the Sense of Emergency.
All right. Hang on.
Right, I think you've just
I
received
think I
quite
need to
high
reset to
compliment.
original hand. Yeah, and then you propose again. Oh no!
Oh, yeah.
Oh, now I'm proposing. Oh, okay. I'll give you this, and I take that.
You've
Okay,
had
now
quite the
I
high
propose.
compliment on the stream, by the way.
Interesting.
This is much more advanced gameplay than we're used to. So you've upped the level of gameplay on the Nomad Street by quite a lot.
Oh, thank you. Anything we can do to help.
Okay, so. Okay, well,
I'm glad the viewers could see that. I've never done a somebody proposes a trade, person rejects it, and then they have the ability to propose a counter trade.
Yeah, I've never seen
That is
either,
really good
actually.
design. Well done.
You're so
It'd be
welcome.
annoying if it's like,
I'll
okay, what
credit.
did you want me to trade?
Oh, right, this is... Oh, I like this. I'm going to reveal this. So, we now make the white ones. Mina's got one as well.
Aha! Oh my gosh, the two people in Eastern Europe have horses. Oh, this is really good. This is really quite good. Well, I'm going to dig for that final white one.
Yep.
Okay, no luck yet. And still no luck. Seward will do similar things. He doesn't need 2 yellow 2s. Still isn't getting it. Van Helsing should do the same thing. It's really important we get this. We don't want to lose horses early. Although, I'm not like Scott Sword, where it's like you have to do horse economy, and if you lose a horse, it's a huge swing in the game. I mean, it is that like, and I totally understand Scott Sword's argument there.
There's other... Yeah, I mean, it's not the end. There's
There are other ways to move
ways of
fast. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I would
nothing.
Night Supply. No,
No, I'm
Night
going to
Supply.
pass. He's got the 2 white ones,
Oh.
so there's nothing else to do.
You can just pass. Yeah, passing is a fine move.
There's nothing to do. Pass the time.
Get a little C-smack. Get a little C-smack.
Yep.
Okay, well, that's handy.
I'm not playing Renewed Vigor. So
Speedy Telegraph.
he went to 49, and then he wolf formed somewhere, or he went to 6 and wolf formed somewhere, and then he moved again and
Well-
went to C.
This is it. I mean, he could have gone Salonika. He could have gone 46, then wolfed down to 3 and hidden Athens, and then gone to C.
Yeah. So do
You
I
need to work
sense an
out-
emergency
you-
here?
1, 2. I mean, if you, yeah, I mean that would get you down to 55.
That makes sense, because since we actually aren't sure where he moved with his second move, I think we actually want to prioritize this.
Yeah.
So as much as I hate to
Yeah.
burn an early sense of emergency, using a sense of emergency to stop a rumor token is totally worth it. And maybe this won't, but it will give us information. Okay, he will form to 2 here from somewhere adjacent. Fascinating.
So yeah.
I
Should
think
have done
Mina
a
should
check
also
there.
move down. But she only has.
Well, I can't use rail.
Alright. Well, we might. I think Sophia might mature, which is fine. Well, because what we really want to grab is the rumor token.
Yeah.
And if Sophia is a vampire, it's not the end of the world, and it probably isn't. He would have put the rumor token on it. I'm guessing it's some sort of trash encounter, like wolves.
Or a hoax.
Could be a hoax. If he's really good at the game and we're really down on our luck, it could be a hoax. There are only 6 Dracula events in the discard pile.
Yeah, I'd rather Dracula drew a hoax at this part of the game than 3 weeks in when all the cards are in the deck.
But then when there's like 10 or 15 in the discard pile,
no chance.
I will keep digging because Dracula has not decided where he wants to go, so I will not decide either. Let's get rid of this. Okay, now Seward has a really good hand. Ooh, hired scouts. This is incredibly useful. So we want to check what's adjacent to Sophia. Oh, and we know that it's in Austrio-Hungry.
Mm-hmm.
So we actually want to check 6 and 49 because we want to know where the rumor token is. That's without question, right?
Yes. Yeah, because
Ireland's always an option.
And it's in Belgrade. Which is, of course, somewhat annoying. We may have to risk a horse, which I don't like.
I mean, what you could do, you could walk up to 49 and jump over to 6.
Yeah, I just walk. I just use my feet. Oh, what a concept. Not using all of this
rare invention.
Complicated advanced horse economy and rail swapping, but no, I just use the carriage, the normal move action.
Lord Godalming, typical gentry. If they haven't got someone to, I'll use my own feet.
What is this walking that you speak of?
No peasant.
Is that like we aren't built with our own rail cars? Don't you hire other people to do that? Okay, Van Helsing's turn.
Let me see. I think what I'm going to do for reasons is supply once more. Yes. Well, no, do you know what? I'm going to move now because he's at sea and I'd rather be mainland where he lands, so I'm going to go there now, start to get across.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Now, okay.
We don't have all of the white ones, and I have 2 yellow 2s, so I don't... As advantageous as it would be to be able to move to 53, I think we just do more milling. Since the top card is a Dracula event.
Okay. Well, Mina's a fan of the... Mina's a fan of the equestrian, yes, so I've now got 2 equines on me, so, I mean...
That's fine. You want to hold on to the horse? That's fine. We'll get somebody else to you and trade it to them. Probably Seward?
Yeah, I was going to say, we'll need to do that. I'll get rid of one of these and keep that, so, it's a bit, which is more vulnerable, but we need to keep that.
Now, just to update, what's in everybody's hands?
Yeah,
Godalming has Lucy's Revenge. Seward has Renewed Vigor and another card that I won't say.
Okay, Van Helsing has Blood Transfusion and Speedy Telegraph, which he took off Seward.
Right.
And Mina, as you can see, has Good Luck and another card that I won't say.
Okay. Do I want to... So there's a few options here. I could search in the event that we're afraid of what's in Valona. I don't really like that because it could delay me.
I wouldn't. Yeah, because I mean, the thing is, Belgrade. Would he place something in Belgrade that's going to get burnt if that matured anyway? Don't want to get hit with a fog or anything delayed. We want to get rid of Belgrade, so I would leave that, and then tomorrow make your way up.
Yeah.
Whether you want to do Sophia or meet me, I can't get down to you anyway. Unless it's just, I mean, the thing is, I could risk a fast horse.
Well,
the fact that she's got
Godalming has his own fast horse, so
yeah.
I'm just.
That's what I'm saying. You could risk that, and then if it burns, for example, if we do pull that white one, I could trade my other one to Godalming if that was the case.
That's a pretty good idea.
Best case, you're going to get 2. Worst case, it'll be a 1, but it might help.
I'm more scared of what's in Sophia and Belgrade, and I don't have a weapon, so I think I'm going to rest. Okay. If I had a weapon, I think I would do it.
Yeah.
But I don't want to hit like a Ciscani bodyguard, take 4 damage, and become delayed. It's much better for that to just mature. And I'm going to keep working on horse economy.
Well, then how are you going to stop Godalming with a weapon then? Because there's no big cities before you get to Belgrade.
Oh, I have a stake.
Right, okay. Alright, okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, so yeah, sorry, I probably should have specified that. That's why it was such a good idea to trade the sense of emergency to Godalming.
Okay. Yeah, Valona we can leave, that's not an issue. We need to burn Belgrade so he doesn't get his wolf form back.
Right, and I think I want to maybe also check Sofia, because I am afraid of a hoax.
Okay.
It is risky, though. But, you know, you gotta take risks sometimes. But yeah, a Belgrade maturing would be kind of a cataclysmic situation.
I mean, to be honest with you, Quincy, I'd focus on Belgrade because you can't risk to get, you can't risk if you go to Sofia now and it's bats, and he then puts you further out. Belgrade's gonna, Mina doesn't have any tools to get rid of Belgrade, so I think that's our focus, and we just let Sofia be what it is.
Yeah. So I'll do a horse, and if I get a 1, I'll go to Sofia and check it out. Does that seem like a good idea?
Again, if you've got the tools to handle, any sort of delayed.
Well, I don't. I don't have dogs.
Yeah,
but a saboteur wouldn't hurt me. It would only be like a bats that would be really bad, or a
dealer's choice.
It would only be bats. Bats is the only encounter that would hurt me. A Sisgani bodyguard, if he ambushes with it, would be okay. I'm delayed. I lose my night action. A saboteur, same deal. I move there. I get delayed. I lose my night action. It's bats that would be a problem because it actually interrupts my turn.
Also, you lose your 4 health as well with the bodyguards. But if
I'm godleming. I'm a big, strong man. I will try fast horses. Let's see. And I got the 2, so it's all academic anyway. To Belgrade we go. Alright, what have we?
He duped us and stuck it on rats.
It was rats the whole time! An aristocratic vampire. Very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see.
Your little sleepy friend.
I want to keep doing this, yeah. Okay, I drew Long Night. Reasonably not very useful card, although there have been occasional circumstances. Really, the best time to use Long Night is when Dracula's wolf formed, and you need to check a bunch of locations. And even then, it's only somewhat useful.
That makes sense.
Okay. Well, so Mina's in a bit of a quandary here, because supplying won't really help. I mean, it'll burn the... I would
honestly move to 38. Or down to 25, because he had to go to the Ionian. Because he went from Valona to a port, and then went to the sea. Which means that he went to the Ionian, which means he's in the Tyrrhenian, Adriatic, or Black Sea. The Great Ionian Gambit. Which one did he go to? Did he go to the Tyrrhenian, like every Dracula always does? Or was he tricky and went to the Adriatic? Or was he extra tricky and went to the Black Sea? I love it, because each one of those sea choices is a difference between furthest away, not as far, and tricky, and really close, but super tricky. Okay, I need to remember to search here. And was it an aristocratic vampire like I thought? It was!
And you stabbed him in the face.
Yeah, well, no, you cut off the head. You stab him in the heart. Dang it, Godleming, we talked about this. It's not that complicated. You get it wrong every time.
Put garlic in it. Leave it in the oven for about 20 minutes.
Yeah. You have to be able to turn him over halfway through the staking. And then apply the garlic lightly. And it's minced garlic, not blended garlic, for goodness sake.
That goes well with a steak. Ba-dum-ts. Now, do we have a third and final white one?
We do
Did
not.
we establish that?
No, I will tell you if I draw another white one. So we will keep one case to draw that.
Actually, I think what I'll do...
I'll also tell you both that the stream chat is very much enjoying listening to your thought processes.
Oh, good.
They know you both play a lot, but they're very much enjoying listening to the, okay, so this and this and this.
I'm glad. I knew that getting us on Discord would make for good YouTube or good Twitch.
100%.
So Tom, will you then be be playing this or whatever on your channel so I can then go back and watch this? Or
Oh yeah, I'm recording this now. Yeah.
Is that on there? Right. Okay.
So you can go back.
And this will be on the Nomad Twitch as well. So you'll be able to watch it afterwards.
Van Helsing, if you had Money Trail, now's a good time to play that, right? Because I have Speedy Telegraph.
Right.
So I can use Speedy Telegraph and then give first player to whoever has Money Trail.
Oh, right, okay.
So if you do... Well, let's wait for him to make a decision. Because if he moves again, then then he'll reveal the information, and we know, oh, okay, he's in the Mediterranean. Whereas if he lands, then we know he's probably in, like, 25 or Cagliari.
Could do with Seward trying to get close to Mina so they can hook up and get maybe horses.
Makes sense.
By Seward. So we can look at doing
that. Okay, alright, he did the thing. Okay, I will, I think, move... Oh, thank goodness. Oh, it was just this. Oh, that was a good call then. Yeah, if I had moved... You were right. If I had moved into Sofia and been ambushed, I would have been delayed.
So before you do anything, Quincy, just for disclosure, Money Trail is available. Van Helsing's got it, so...
I think it's worth playing, yeah.
Absolutely. Now he's landed, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so I will use Speedy Telegraph. Yep. You have Speedy Telegraph. Okay.
Oh, so right, okay.
Yeah, you play Speedy Telegraph, and then I will make Van Helsing go first. And then he can play Money Trail, and then everybody else can move knowing... You know, because if he did go to the Black Sea, Mina wants to go east instead of, west. Okay, and now it gives me the option again. Do I want to play Long Night? I don't think so. Instead, I will grant control over to Van Helsing.
And let's see where he landed.
Money Trail. Oh, he did it. Yeah, okay, all right. We probably could have guessed that, but yeah. Okay, so now we have questions. Do I want to? Well, do we want to risk two things maturing? I really think we don't. The problem is I only have one item, so my ability to deal with bad things.
So here's my thinking of it. If he was hoping that you always place the rumor token hoping your Drac's going to mature, your vampire's going to mature. Mm-hmm. Would you follow that? He's already played Bodyguard, which was an offensive card before. He played that. He didn't hide. Valona, would imagine he'd be wanting to try and delay his way before he got to sea. So I would imagine Valona's going to be fog or a delayed card. I can't see him doing two vamps.
I moved into Valona and he didn't use the fog.
He didn't know, but it doesn't mean to say, because likewise I wouldn't ambush with it. I'd wait until night, and then you're stuck for 2 days.
Makes sense. Yeah,
if you were tooled up. Yeah,
since he didn't dark call, I'm not too worried about his encounters. And if it is like a vampire,
it's only going to be a 4 max or a 3.
It's only going to be a 4 max. I really don't want to risk losing my horses, though. But if I get a 2, I can go up to about Budapest and then supply. The other plan I have is going to 10, and then supplying, and then I can rail out, but that's really inefficient.
Why don't you just make your way towards Munich, where Mina is? Because he's landed in Terrania, and he's going to be somewhere there. He can't wolf out of Italy yet. If you bring Godalming, say, to 59... can tool up in Munich, and then we're both. How
good is our horse economy? Godalming has 2 yellow ones. Seward has. Hold on, I'm gonna temper. Oh, actually, no. Here's the trick. I move with Seward first. He spends the yellow 2.
There you go.
Now we're cooking with gas. Now we're playing the game.
It's like we've played this before.
Yeah. Now that goes into circulation to be drawn. Now we give it to Mina. Does Mina want to use a yellow or something?
Well, Mina can't. She's the one that's holding 2 white ones.
Right.
She can't do anything with it, unfortunately.
I would... Yeah, what do we want to do with Mina?
Until I've got rid of one of these horses, I'm kind of in a bind, because I don't want to jump on him.
Yeah, maybe move to 37 since we know he's not there, and then Seward can move to 37 on his next turn. and then we can do horses. And at that point, okay, yeah, he'll have gotten a little far away from us at that point. But then we have 2 people with horses, and one of them is Seward. Really good position to be in. I think I'm gonna risk a horse here with Godleming. What are the chances of drawing a white 1? Oh my gosh, I drew the right one.
Oh, right, okay.
Okay.
Well, we know it's back in the pot now, and
Yeah,
so yeah, I've got. Whoever wants my spare horse, give me a shout.
Man, I'm tempted to go to 10 and start supplying. Because now it's going to take me forever to get where I need to be. But no, it's...
Yeah.
Because if I go to 49, it's going to take me 2 turns to get to 38. No, I think actually a better move is to go to 53, and then move to 11, and then supply there.
Okay.
Because
he's not going to be going eastward. He's landed, so he's going to, unless he's trying to get to Barry and back. But we're still close enough to get there.
53 is at least sort of fast. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. How many items? 15? We might see another one by the end. Oh well, so yeah, I'd move to 37.
Yeah, then I can I can change that with Seward if we need to. So
no, you know what I should have done? Since Godleming was basically torpedoed, I really should have just moved into 50 and been like, okay, Godleming is not going to be useful for a long time. I'm just going to have him face plant a bunch of encounters. Maybe would have been a better move. Do I want to try to grab that white 1? Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
I hate to do it because I'm holding on to 2 yellow ones, but
yeah.
We just saw how bad it can be when you don't take proper care of your horses. And I just drew a yellow 2, which is actually not bad, because then I can use it to move to 58. And that's at least fast. Okay, let's...
If he's going to be in Europe, we've got a much better rail network anyway, so the train, the tickets can be used more advantageous than Baltica.
That's true. So yeah, horses become less relevant the further west you go.
Does Godalming or Seward have anything on them you want to trade with Van Helsing before I do my move?
No, I'm good.
Let's try and see if he can get the final white 1. Not 2-2, okay. And yeah, she's just having... Okay, another pass.
Of course, the time we draw the white 1 is when we're rolling for horses. But then again, I also rolled a 2 to get to Belgrade, and that was really significant. So, you win some, you lose some. Granted, it was a 1 in 9 chance 2 times, or 1 in 8 chance 2 times. But,
Yeah, as long as there's not 100%, the odds are always the odds.
There are odds, yes.
So, Turanian, now, let's think. He wouldn't have wolfed, so he's either done the Cagliari, which we'll find out in 2 moves or so.
2, well, theoretically 2 moves. I mean, he could go to 40 and then like, oh, I'm in Cagliari, I hid, and then I fed. Am I in Cagliari, or am I not?
Well, we'll find, because I'm going to stay where I am as mean on 37. If Seward can get to me, we'll just do a psychic bond on Italy.
Oh, perfect. Oh, wow, yeah, that's really efficient then. And then...
if he is in Cagliari, then, because he can't get past unless he landed in
and
Genoa.
And then Van Helsing... Well, actually, let's wait until he's made his decision and then talk more. Because we don't want to be like, oh, yeah.
So I think Drax should go. I think Drax should go to another sea right now. I think that's what he should. Or Dark Call Drax.
I don't think he's taken enough ocean damage. I think he needs to hurt himself even more. He's already almost a third killed himself, and we haven't even seen him yet.
Drink some salt water.
See, now this is actually when another speedy telegraph would be excellent, because we could speedy telegraph, make Van Helsing go down to 36, and then if Dracula's there, we all jump on him and then get hit with fog, and then we actually lose a whole bunch of turns. But if that last part doesn't happen,
plan was great right up until the very end.
Yeah. I always like to include contingencies in my brain of like, okay, but what's the bad thing that could happen? Okay, I'm gonna go to Vienna.
That's the one thing I always find when you're playing with another human opponent. Attack is great. When you're playing one-on-one, personally, I doubt myself less, because you make a decision, you go with it, and then when you're somebody else, you're kind of, well...
You have to prove it to them. It's like, is this a good idea?
Yeah,
I do think Van Helsing should go to 36, though.
To justify your reasoning.
Yeah, because if he is there, Mina can go in there, and I don't know what her third item is, but unless it's something really bad.
To be fair, the old man's pretty tooled up, so this isn't too bad.
Yeah, and just knowing where he is will be really useful.
Get rid of that.
Plus, it burns more yellow 2s, which will improve our...
Okay, he's in Cagliari. Now,
don't Psychic Bond. Don't Psychic Bond. New
No, I'm not
players,
going to Psychic Bond.
do not Psychic Bond a day. Unless you're using Speedy Telegraph to make Mina go first. Do not Psychic Bond a day. Because, if we have the information now, how does that help us? For a bunch of night actions? No. But so there's no difference between learning it now as opposed to learning it at the end of the night turn. So it's much better to do a day supply, or trade, actually, since we kind of want to get those horses.
What a trade, yeah, because she's really her hands are tied with these things. So let me just trade with Seward.
Seward has way too much stuff. He just he does not need all of this stuff. Look at all that. Look at this. Look at this.
Oh, for God's sake, man!
I was drawing all of this. It's like, man, I really feel bad for everyone else's hands. They just do not have good stuff. I think you should take.
That explains a lot, yeah.
You should take the one that I have a duplicate of and give me the horse.
Yeah.
Oh, and give me a white one.
Yeah, good shout.
So that if for some reason you want to use... Yeah.
And if she gets caught, all of a sudden you don't lose both white ones on 100.
Yeah, and if she does want to use a rail, she has the option to. And her night actions can now be used to start digging for a white one.
Yeah. I like it a lot.
Alright. Ooh, man. Yeah. That's looking really good.
Okay, we do have to watch the back door if he's gone to Italy for 5 to maybe Adriatic to go back. So
that
as
is
long
true.
as we keep an eye
So
on that.
I think I'm going to hold Godleming in reserve for that contingency. Now what does Seward do? I guess he keeps digging for the white one.
Yeah. And then if
there
you
it
want
is.
to
I got
offload-
it. I got the final white one.
Nice. Okay. So nothing there. And I guess, if you want to give, you can always trade with Godalming that horse. If you want to jump down there. But I think as we are just now, we're fine.
I really like a horse on Seward because he has the higher inventory space. Because it does really hurt other hunters to only have two weapons, but having 3 weapons and a horse, and you saw what Seward has. Seward, this is almost one of the best hands for Seward.
Oh yeah, and he's got his 2 health. 2 health recovery. So.
Oh yeah. Seward is the strongest.
He's a goddamn Time Lord.
I don't know what Van Helsing should do. Maybe if there's some events that are worth trading. Yeah, getting a ticket's a good idea. And then Mina will Psychic Bond.
Yeah, event-wise, we're pretty
Although we actually know he's in Italy. Wait, no, don't Psychic Bond. We know he's in Italy. He has to be in Italy.
I'll take it.
So
it was to find... Yeah, that's right. Psychic won't say about Cagliari. Yeah, I'm going to take a ticket.
So, grab a ticket or something.
The home of garlic. Why would Dracula go there?
It's also like Rome, and I played a game where I was able to trap somebody by he did the whole he goes to Florence, and then I put the consecrated ground in Rome, and he just is trapped and dies. It's like planning to go to Rome as Dracula, maybe not a good idea. It's like, yes, I will go to the headquarters of Catholicism. That'll be a good idea for a vampire.
Yeah. They're all looking at me funny. What's wrong with them?
Why is everyone is wearing crucifixes?
Yeah.
There's a similar trick.
My eyes.
There's a similar trick in Ireland you can do. Phooey.
Oh, well.
Yep.
It
was a hoax the whole time. Well done.
That could have been worse. Let's see that. And there is only 13 cards, so unless, he'll pull Emmanuel Hildesheim in that way.
Yep. Oh, he went to sea. Which means it has to be the Adriatic.
Well, no, because he could have gone to Turanian and just sat and hid.
Oh, right. You're right.
It means that he's put a rumour token on his head card, but that might be a ruse. But he could be in the Med or the Adriatic.
That's true. He could be doing the. Oh, thank goodness. Dracula's Brides. Obviously it'd be better than not drawing it, but so Tom, pro tip.
Yeah.
If the hunters have revealed that they have good luck, don't play an ally for the ally effect.
Good shout.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Mina's
so-
going to remove that on her turn just
Yeah,
now.
Mina's going to immediately go and kill all of those women. It's like, there can be only one attractive female in this story.
That makes a lot of sense.
I will supply, because I need to. Oh my goodness, that was 2 stakes. Okay, what do I do here?
You need to establish whether he's gone from 5 or 13, so that's the only thing. I don't, if he's in the med, I want to keep Van Helsing where he is. He does have wolf form back.
Well, here's
And
the
the good thing is,
thing.
he can't go back to the Turanian. Sorry, if he went Adriatic, yeah, if he's gone the med, he's stuck in going one way or the other.
Right, if
'cause
he's in
Ionian's
Adriatic, he
going
can't go to the Ionian. He would have to land.
Yeah.
So now he has wolf form. So the thing is, we kind of need to check if he went to Cagliari, which I think he probably did, but I don't know where he is, and so the rule for when you don't know where Dracula is you stick around and supply. Because if I go to 54 and it turns out he's in the Adriatic, I just helped him by moving myself twice. I do think Van Helsing should consider going Mediterranean and then Tyrrhenian. It's really inefficient and really slow, but what are you going to do?
There is, I mean, the other, sorry, go ahead, you do it, you do your thing.
I just think I should supply.
Only thought was going to be that if he's gone Adriatic and wolf formed, if you move Seward to 38, it blocks him going there.
That could be good, but again...
You're then a bit closer. If he ends up going to 55 or back into Baltica, you've got Seward's a bit closer.
Yeah, but again, that's sort of a, I'm guessing. If he went to Adriatic, but I don't know. If he went to Mediterranean in wolf form and I will go to 38, I'm moving far away. I could... What we really need is just better events, so I'm going to supply.
I can move Van Helsing to check Cagliari, and that will just prove it once and for all.
Do you have excellent weather by any chance?
I don't, unfortunately, no.
Yeah. But go Mediterranean.
I could risk doing it just to get rid of it and see what's there.
Since we have 2 horses, if he did go into Spain, we really can get to him fast.
My only thing would be that Tom knows his game well enough. He wouldn't put a rumour token on a hide card. So my thought is he's gone Tyrrhenian. He may have gone 40 or 45 into 5, and then he's in the Adriatic at the moment. That's my instinct.
Sure.
I'd like to point out you're giving me quite a lot of credit here.
Right. Right. That's good. That's good thinking. But again, I just want to remove Cagliari. And if you do go to Cagliari and he's not there, then we know.
Okay,
and
so
then,
we've got time. What I could do is I could do a supply just now, because here's the thing: if I draw Evil Presence, that rules out Mediterranean Sea for Van Helsing straight away.
yeah, but that's a 1 in 60 chance. Well, okay, no, that's not true. It's a 2 in 60 chance because local rumors would also do the same thing.
Local rumours would also do it, yeah. Or one more Hired Scouts is still there.
Okay, yeah, no, that's fine. I can understand that argument.
Might pick up an excellent weather, so we'll do this.
All right.
That's absolutely useless. Okay, let's see.
All right, what do we got?
Oh, well. That's even handier.
What did you get?
Mystic
If it's
Research.
consecrated ground, tell me.
Mystic Research.
Ooh, good call. Perfect
guess what? He's
thing to
being
draw
direct.
after a hoax.
Yeah. Now, I'm quite keen with regards to Mina. She's pretty well pooled up and everything.
I kind of like moving to 25 because it's sort of close to a bunch of different options.
As well, yeah, we didn't check that, so he may have done a
That's true. He could have gone 25,
You know what?
57 and then Adriatic.
57 Adriatic, yeah. Let's just rule that out just in case, because we didn't sit on Genoa.
And if he did go to the east,
okay.
25 isn't a bad place to be because it has decent rail access. Now we have all the white ones, so I actually, unless I want to get a yellow 2. Problem is I'm holding on to 2 yellow 1s. I think I'm just gonna rest. Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
Well, yeah.
Well, we can't trust Godami with a fast horse. He just rides him into the ground, doesn't he?
Immediately
So,
doesn't know how to take care of horses. Like, what do you mean I'm
Let's
not supposed
leave-
to shoot
let's
the
leave
horse
them-
in the head after it doesn't go fast enough?
Yes. I need some more glue for my boots. Kill that horse.
And I'll just pass. And so I would not Mystic Research yet in the event that he double hoaxed. And I don't think he did. Wait, but are you planning on moving to the sea next turn?
I was before I got Mystic Research because I don't know what's in 13, and if I land there and worse should happen, I don't really want to lose it.
I mean, come on, he's not going to double hoax. Because what is he going to get? Dracula's brides again?
No.
I mean, it would be funny if it would be pretty funny if Mina uses good luck to kill Dracula's brides, then he uses a hoax to immediately bring them back.
Yeah, they usually resurrect them, yeah.
Turns out you just killed some lady who looked like a vampire. You didn't even a hoax. It was
very elaborate body doubles.
Yeah.
Well, so since we're not in like night supplying yet, man, I don't know. It's your choice. Because once this card slides off, it's a long time before we have to worry about stuff.
Yeah, I mean there is that. I mean, the other options at the moment is obviously there's not a lot else to do rather than trade that. So
yeah, if you don't have anything else to do, I would just go for it.
Because it's better to have it, and then we've got them out there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do this because you never know if somebody picks up excellent weather, blah blah blah. So
all right, let's see what we get.
Oh God. Okay, so 4 for the hunters.
4. I will use my handy-dandy hack of 4 cards that I have on my desk, and I will keep track of that. Now, I do think Mina should use good luck, as tempting it is as it is to supply.
I'd love to, but it's night time, so I'll need to wait until tomorrow.
Wait, you can... Whoa. Oh, you're right.
You really played good luck during the day.
We should have played that. Good luck doesn't take an action.
Yeah.
That was
I'll do it tomorrow.
It's not a big deal. Yeah, just remember to do it tomorrow.
Well, I guess I really hate. Well, there's nothing else to do, so
don't be afraid to pass.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay, he will get an encounter, so he will get value out of it. I would have felt a little bad if he just immediately killed his vampire ladies.
At least I get to like hang out with them for one evening. Before they immediately die.
Yeah, and then the Uber carriage is waiting for them in the morning. Now, unless Tom's, if he burns now a vampire and then all of a sudden the seas open up to him again, that would be a cunning move. But
it would be.
Depends. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what
although I don't. If he's currently in the Adriatic, yes, it would be a cunning move. Although if he's in the Adriatic, he wouldn't be able to. Because of how the timing works in digital edition.
Of course, it slides off after he moves. That's correct.
Yeah. So he could move, and then he would be able to go to the Ionian. Okay, let's see what he's got.
Just click and change it to a layer.
Aha! Cleared it. Okay.
Vampire.
Okay. It was really that bad an event card, was it, Tom?
Well, if it was like rats or something, so layering it does provide value because it allows you to cycle your encounters faster. So if it's really not worth considering, yeah, but like if it's a bats.
Yeah.
Although honestly, if it's now the nice thing is that if it is a bats and you're like, oh, I want to get the bats back, you can destroy a lair at any time. So, do I want a long night here? I don't think so. No, you want to use long night either. Let's use wolf. Oh, and he didn't wolf form.
Didn't know.
Fascinating. So we still don't know where he is. Someone should go down into Italy just to, like,
see what I've done.
Stuff there. Although I think the best move is actually probably for Mina and Van Helsing to go to sea, and then Van Helsing goes to 13, and then with that information, Mina will make a decision on where to go, either to the Mediterranean to chase after him because he's in Spain, or to the Ionian to chase after him because he went to the Adriatic.
Yeah. So are you gonna start moving Godalming west then?
Well, I don't know. See, that's the thing. I don't know if he went east or west, and when you don't know, you supply.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's a bunch of trash. Good to get rid of that.
Okay, so we've got a bit of time on here, so we'll look at doing that.
Seward. I mean, I kind of want to go to 57. But the feels like a trap to me. No, I'm gonna keep supplying, because we could be getting good things. Another renewed vigor.
Do you know we haven't even had one newspaper report, which is pretty unusual for a second week.
It's true, yeah. We've gone through almost a third of the deck.
Yeah, that's because usually whenever I'm playing as Dracula, everyone pulls a newspaper report in the first week.
Yeah.
You just plan for that.
Yeah, you do want to go to the Mediterranean. And then I think Mina should go to the Tyrannian.
Well, the thing is, though, so I'll check Cagliari with Van Helsing. If he's not there, then I suppose I could come around the coast, right? Okay. Yeah.
Oh, we should shill for the tournament.
You should.
Oh, hang on. Oh, sorry.
Well, okay, we'll wait for Dracula's turn, and then we'll talk about the tournament. Everybody.
I was going to say. Sorry, I was going to say before I go to sea, want me to burn the Dracula's brides at the moment?
Oh yes, definitely. Yeah, use the good luck. It's a special action. It will not use your action.
They dislike being burnt.
Well, that's tough.
So you go to one bride, like, hey, did you know Dracula has another wife? And they're like, what? And you go to the other one and tell them the same thing, and then they're like, what? And they fight each other and die. It's like, yeah, it wasn't that hard at all.
He's not loyal to you either. Okay. So right, that's moved. Yes. So let's promote the league.
Yeah. So the sign up for it is the 17th. So just a couple days. But it's going to be taking place from when is it? September to December. It's just 2 games a week. Right. And I mean, come on, most of us play that usually. So it's you'll be playing a bunch of people, and so you'll play one person, and you'll play them as hunters and as Dracula. And then we have this scoring system based on how much you win by, basically. So even if there's a disparity of Dracula winning more games and hunters winning more games, it's still going to be an interesting tournament because it's like, okay, yeah, but how much can you win by? How many influence can you keep them from getting, or how much damage can you stop from taking? It's really quite brilliant system, and I say that because I helped design it. I think I'm going to pass with Godleming. I don't really need to Night Supply. My general school of thought with Mystic Research is you want to save it for when you've lost items or discarded them or used Heavenly Hosts. Or when you really, really need to do something. I'm going to pass.
I don't think I like the league as well. Is it really, you could be a newbie against another newbie. It's not all ranked, so it's anybody against anybody, and you will have to play everyone twice. So it's a really good. I think it's a great tool, and it's there's players in the Discord that I've never played before due to time zones or availability. So it'd be great just to everyone that joins really comment on the community and how good it is, and everyone feels welcome, and when you play the games you get the banter, and it's a really good everyone gets on, and it's all like this.
Pass with Van Helsing and Mina.
I think this is going to be a really good and from again, if you look at the uptake, it's been something that people have obviously all wanted to do, and Scott Sod's picked up the mantle, and he's fiddled about with spreadsheets, and he's come up with it. So
I've been wanting a tournament for like 2 years. I've been really happy that this is coming to fruition. And Tom, how does one sign up for the tournament?
Let me just post that in the stream chat. There's a link to our very own Discord. So if you head over to the Nomad Discord, you'll be able to find the League of Dracula channel, which you can join. It has loads of chat in there about the league, and also the pinned messages are all the details that you need about actually playing in the league, signing up, and what you're getting in for. But yeah, it should be very, very good. I'm very much looking forward to it. And just having more people involved in the community is always super nice.
How many from Nomad are playing, Tom? Is there quite a few who's going to be jumping on now?
Yes, I think so.
Oh, that'll be fun. Yeah, and don't be afraid to join. There's a lot of people who are really bad at the game. I mean, not me and Rossco, but like other people. Like, we're actually really good at the game and always win, but there are other people who are bad at the game.
Like me.
Yeah, sure, yeah, let's go with that.
I mean, yeah, we've not found you in 5 days. You're getting better as the game goes on, Tom.
Yeah.
That's true. It's true.
Just need a newspaper report.
Wait, why are there 2 encounters here?
He's landed on his lair.
Oh, well then he went east.
He has to be in Baltica. He's either in 46 or 3 or 55.
Oh, well, there we go.
If
I should...
alive.
So should I supply and go for a ticket, or move to 59, or what? I think I should, actually, because I really don't want to be having 2 stakes. That seems like too many stakes to me.
Yeah, do that.
And I'm going to get them horses. Oof,
You don't fancy dual-wielding stakes?
That is not much better.
So let's see.
Yeah, it's not like 2nd edition where a stake was actually a combat item. So I should horse to 59, and I think Mina should go to 40 and do some vampire staking duty, because we do need to worry about, it's either 40 or 5 or 45, one of those.
Yeah, he could only have gone from 5 or 57, so...
Alright, so we'll horse, we got the 2, we'll zip on over there. And then Tyrrhenian, I think, is the fastest.
We'll just see what he's got. Yeah, none of your guys need anything traded, because I'm going to be at sea for a while.
Now, do we remember this is the place he went to sea from, so we know it's either 46 or 3? Is that correct?
Yeah, well, because I mean, so the thing is, it's given it away is he's landed on his lair because it's now gone from the lair.
Right.
And that could only have been in, unless he's done. He could have gone. He could.
No, his lair, if we remember, was in 46 or 3.
Yeah, so he's landed in one of those. Yeah. So
this game started, or
could be in 46 and then, well, no. Yeah. He's landed in 55. Then he's gone to 46.
Oh, I gotcha.
Well, that's fine. So I can check that. I think I want to bring Van Helsing.
And that actually makes sense as a move for him, because when Van Helsing was going to go to 13, it would have basically revealed a similar amount of information. But now he's stacking up a super lair. And I am a fan of stacking up super lairs, because then he could, I don't want to tell him what all he can do with the super lair, but there are a lot of things. Like, that could be this could be 3 vampires.
Mm-hmm.
And then he could hide and put down a 4th vampire. I mean, the odds of that are kind of ridiculously small, but yeah.
You'd like to think that he layered it in the first instance, because if it was a vamp, he would have matured it.
That's true, yeah.
Let's check.
I would guess that he would go to 40, because it was further away from us at the time.
Yeah, 45, Adriatic, 55, 46. So there we go, that's what we need.
Alright. Or 3.
A CG would be great for 49, 50, and 56.
Can you deal with this?
No, I can't.
Okay.
It's not. Do you know what? Nah.
Yeah, I'm with you. Honestly, not that big of a deal. 3 damage is 3 damage. But given we have 2 renewed vigors, I really think we're going to be able to jump on with a lot of guys. Now, what I'm worried about is we have not seen a fog yet. Now, yeah.
Yeah, 10 cards left. He's going to get 3 of that. It's interesting as well that if you look at the event cards, we've not really been burning through them.
Well, part of that is because of the hoax.
Part of that was because of the hoax. That was going to be my next point. Yes, well done. Well, thank you for point.
Sorry, I talk a lot. That's why I play alone and record my own videos. Because I can talk as much as I want.
I completely forgot about the hoax, but yeah, I was going to... So in that case, with renewed vigor, I want to get the guys back on land so we can...
Who has the other horse? Is it Mina? Uh-oh. Hold on, my connection is having a slight hiccup.
Well, this is revenge.
Oh, I'm back. Okay. Sorry, I slight internet hiccup, but I'm back. I'm trying to decide if I want to supply or
You may not have heard me there if you dropped out, Quincy. His Godalming, so he's got a Lucy Revenge. What's the other event card he has?
I don't want to say.
Perfect, thank you.
But it is something that is useful. Oh, for goodness sake, it's forewarned. I really shouldn't be secret.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right, because I was thinking it was something completely different, so I'm glad you clarified that.
I think I really need the yellow 2 here. Well, no, so actually, you know what? Because I have Garlic Wreath, I'm going to Night Supply and burn one of our Mystic Researches. Because this is this is my last chance to get supplies. And of course I drew... Okay, alright. Okay. What do I get?
You don't seem too pleased with that supply.
I drew Surprising Return, so let's hope we get an ally, because that would be really useful to do some searching. Now, do I want to do a Night Supply? And I think the answer is no, so I will pass.
Just a point to raise as well. Remember, he does have his bodyguards as an ally when we fight him. So make sure if we're landing on him, we have got somebody with conventional weapons to.
That is a good point.
Okay, pass him.
Yes.
Not bothered about that, so we just leave that. So let's just pass that.
Options here.
So, so when he landed, let me just... Yeah, he did, right, okay, so he hasn't wolfed him there.
Okay, he's wolf forming.
Wolf forming.
Which is from his lair.
Yeah.
Which is a little odd to me. Just a little, though. I don't think I want to use Long Night yet. Actually, you know what? I think I do want to use Long Night. Because...
Yeah, we've got cards available to burn if you need it.
Theoretically, it can be useful to check a bunch of wolf form locations. And honestly, it's Long Night. I mean...
Yeah.
We're not going to get a lot of value from it anyway. I am going to do at least a single move here because, come on. And then I can Night Supply here to try to get either the horses or something. I will horse here, since there's no risk. Okay, I got a 2. Now where the heck am I going to go? I guess he could have gone to 6. Oh, but he could have gone also to... I
mean, he could be... Yeah, there's multiple. I would try and source so we can establish...
Well, there's a couple things that we know. Oh, you know what I think he did? I think he went 55, 50, 46, was trapped, and then did a wolf form. I'm going to go Sophia because it's near a bunch of places, and then I can use Long Night to get to somewhere where we think he might have actually gone, like, say, Bucharest.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, he's here.
Hi.
Okay, so he went to Athens and had to wolf form out of Athens. Fascinating.
Right. Interesting.
Okay, I will reveal this gun, since I'm going to reveal it anyway. Okay.
Right, well...
Well, Ionian makes sense.
Yeah, jump in that.
Now is when Consecrated Ground would be really nice.
Yes, that's that. Right, you can jump on and see. I mean, I don't... Hang on, have I got an extra... You know what I'm going to do... I'm tempted to...
No, you got to go to Bari.
Yeah, but I've got an extra day to do that. I'm just thinking if I...
No, but Bari is still a good place to go because it's towards where Dracula is.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, if it's a vampire there, I'm not particularly tooled up to get rid of it, whereas if I was thinking if I did a supply in the big city and pulled a stake, and just jump on Bari tomorrow.
It is unlikely that you are going to draw a stake. I think Godleming has drawn 3 stakes.
Oh, is he? Oh, god damn, these gentry. Right.
What is this piece of wood? I do not need this. Give me guns and expensive horses that I may molest and kill.
Mila's rolled her sleeves up. She's like, if you want something done, leave it to a woman. I'll do it.
Yep.
What have you got, Tom?
Nothing.
Oh, nothing.
Nothing yet.
She's delayed.
Nothing.
Alright, now I should be able to use my gun here.
Yeah.
He shoots. He's just shooting rats, and he's basically playing Doom at this point. He's just shooting a bunch of things.
Rats and men.
Rats and men. Okay. All right. How do I want to play this? Let's go with.
I'm just going to be a spectator and watch this battle. This could be a good one.
You picking what you're picking.
Let's do this.
Strangers in
Choices.
So many choices. 5 choices to be exact.
Let's see.
I dropped stuff. Ooh, that was not good.
Ooh. Going. Oh.
Yep.
Right.
Cool.
Not great.
Happy with that.
I do think the plotting's quite an underrated card in combat.
It is a bit it's good against dodge and good against garlic, which are both good cards.
And your crucifix. I want
And
to.
crucifix, yes, good against crucifix. It's good against the defensive cards. So it's
It is, and it gives. Yeah, and it reduces. You know, if they've got one weapon, then all of a sudden, it's a lot easier to control and damage them than before.
I'm gonna do this.
Let's have a look what I want to do.
Okay, now you don't want to cancel with plotting because Mesmerize is going to cancel it anyway.
That makes sense.
I mean, you can if you want to waste your plotting. If you're inclined to do
keep
that,
plotting.
you may.
Dracula's like, you've fallen right into my trap of nothing. Right. Let's see what we got.
Yep.
Nope, garlic. Ha ha ha. No bites today.
Garlic
Although,
my face.
Alec bread. The joke
Want
for
to
the
eat
UK
something?
one.
Eat this.
Okay, let's see.
But I can't play the same card twice in a row.
Yeah.
But I don't need to because I had 2 garlics. Garlic is so good. Oh, that's so freaking good. I love garlic so
Wielding that
much.
garlic.
Nobody expects the Garlic Inquisition.
No one expects the garlic inquisition.
Oh, I was like, well, he's used his garlic, so
Right,
surely he'll be
but
fine.
I had another garlic. It's like, what's behind this garlic? More garlic.
I also need to shout out how much I appreciate Dracula's face when he gets to this point.
Yes, yes.
Yes,
Good.
agreed.
Yeah,
All
if
of them,
this
to be
is-
fair, they all take a hit.
What's so beautiful about having 2 garlics like this is that literally, in order to damage me, Dracula will have to damage himself.
Yeah.
So it's, you know, do you want to damage me? But I also have a gun, which can be used to cancel your escape as bad. So, am I doing that
Very
this
true.
time? Nope.
Uh-oh.
Actually, that was a mistake. I absolutely should have played the gun. That was that
He
was
screwed himself.
now. Yeah, I definitely should have played the gun there. But of course, hindsight.
At least he's used his wolf form, so it's not going to be escape as bat plus
no,
wolf. So
no. he clears the location, which clears wolf form.
Oh, he did as well.
Yeah, that was a mistake on my part. See, so the thinking I had is, I don't want to die as Seward because he has 2 renewed vigors.
Yes.
But I was like, I can't die in the final turn. I should have absolutely played the gun. That is my fault, and if we lose, that is my mistake. So I'm actually going to do this because we need to clear out the chance that he goes in that direction. Now, fortunately, he has taken copious amounts of damage.
I have.
Let's... I'm gonna heal. Seems like a good
Smart.
idea.
I guess we'll see what's here. It'll be something to delay me, no doubt.
Alright,
Yeah.
well done. That's a good
That'll
stake.
do.
Yes, become delayed.
Oh, Tom, while I've got you here, and I know Quincy had mentioned that this isn't time for us to give ideas and things. When the combat is being played, again, depending how difficult it is there a way that both players can choose their cards at the same time instead of having to wait for one and then the other chooses theirs?
Yeah, so I think that's something that we discussed internally a while ago. I'm trying to remember, and I'm casting my mind back in my memory banks.
Because it's how it works in the physical board game.
Yeah.
And it would make games go way faster.
Yeah. It would make games go way faster. I 100% agree. I think it's partly due to the way that we set things up, so we require like a feedback from one side to then prompt the other side to then choose their card.
I imagine you'd have to invent entire new mechanics and coding, and because of how the game is designed.
I think if we'd known that was how it was going to end up working and slowing it down at the start when we were like first programming the game, I think we would have gone, oh, okay, well, we'll just do it like that. But because of the way we did program it, we then have to untie a load of other stuff that depends on, which it would be possible, but compared to putting an exclamation mark in, it's a bit more involved.
Yeah, and to be fair, mate, it's not it's not a game changer or whatever. It's just, it would be a nice to have, but I mean, when you guys did the whole upgrade to the movements being quicker and everything, that just brought the game on leaps and bounds. So it was just something I remember Quincy's mentioned and I've mentioned and thought about it. I thought, I'll ask just in case, but not an issue. That's fine.
Yeah. No, it's always worth asking. Because if I can turn around and go, oh yeah, just flick a button and that's not a problem.
Yeah.
I think... so I was going to Renewed Vigor, but Mina is delayed, so...
Yeah, and Van Helsing's out of position. If you can...
Van Helsing can land and then do something. Although I guess it wouldn't be a move. Yeah, I'll save it. I'm not in a rush. Okay, well, we need to check this. Just to see if he did it. He did! He did the thing! Hello! Oh no!
Can't shake you guys off.
Luckily, because of my chat about the combat cards, it threw him off using wolf form.
Exactly.
Here, take this stake. I don't need it. You peasants like these sticks, I hear. Okay, well, I don't think I can get there, but I can sure try. I can boogie.
Nice. Always appreciate a boogie.
And this is good, because now we know Mina wants to go the other direction. And Van Helsing, unless we want to try clearing out those things, which honestly I think we don't. I think actually Van Helsing goes Adriatic. Or Tyrrhenian actually would probably be better.
Tyrrhenian, I'm going to block him off at 25.
Yeah. Now in 2nd edition you couldn't do this actually. There was this really annoying mechanic where if you entered the sea, you couldn't backtrack. Because it's like you got on a boat that you chartered to a location. You can't just be like, no, go back.
Yeah.
It was super like dumb and hard to understand. Haha, the rarely used garlic wreath. I
Famously,
guess.
boats can only go in one direction, so
Right. But
that makes sense.
it
Makes
was
sense, yeah.
really annoying because you had to like keep track of it and stuff, and it just yeah.
Right. My face isn't quite as crooked, so
Not yet. And I have played Lucy's Revenge, which is nice. This is exactly the situation you want Lucy's Revenge on. Aha! The classic Garlic Wreath Heavenly Host combo, where either way you're going to take 4 damage. Is the only time Garlic Wreath is good at all.
Yeah. Just a bit of waterboarding back in the 17th century.
so heavily hosted. So on 3.
Excuse me.
Right.
So yeah, if we had stopped that Heavenly Host from maturing, he would have died. But we couldn't, so what are you going to do?
No.
Yeah, I mean, those 3 were pretty much running by your heavenly host, so.
Oh.
Okay, do you want to use the plotting?
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely want to use the plotting. Get you some health back.
Get me a tasty little snack. Little rich boy snack.
Well, the Garlic Wreath's going to take him down to 1.
Oh, right!
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, I used Garlic Wreath! Guys, Garlic Wreath did
no.
a thing!
He literally just played it in the last round, and then he's like, "Fangs will do me, thank you." Did you not hear about Garlic Wreath? Yes, Fangs,
I
thank you.
did.
Oh, I'd entirely forgotten about the garlic
That's all you were
wreath.
saying, I was like,
It's the only power of Garlic Wreath is when people forget about it.
Yep.
Now all I need to do is punch you to kill you.
Oh, that was comedic.
Right. He's not looking good, his old Drac.
Good news is Garlic's gone now. You can
But
only
I'm
get one
not,
hit,
because
so.
I do not want you escaping his bat. I absolutely do not want you escaping his bat, not when you're down to 1 HP here. I must say, Tom, you've actually been playing really, really well.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
There have been many times I've been very worried, but now, maybe not. We'll see. I'm going to
You
do
feeling a
another
bit more
supply.
confident now? I'm looking pretty bad.
And you will heal up.
Hmm.
He's going to pass that.
Right.
We do have I think we've got 1 card left from Mystic Research.
We have 1 card left from Mystic Research.
In which case, I think I might.
Is everyone full up on items?
On items, yes.
Godleming is down 1.
Oh, you won't be, yeah, you'll
I
be down.
think in the event that we don't catch him this turn, I think we save it. So that Godleming can move and do another supply. Because his hand is not great.
She's got horses anyway, that's fine. Yeah, okay, yeah. That's fine.
Alright. What
You
are my
should
options
feed and
here?
fight me again. What are the chances I drew 2 good items with my supply?
Of course, he can't wolf form now because he'll kill himself.
Well, he
Yep.
could wolf form now.
Yeah, and kill himself, yes.
Yeah, hey, there's an achievement for it. There's an achievement for when you make Dracula kill himself.
Yeah.
Got that one. And there's a special one for when you do it at sea.
Yeah.
Which is really fun to pull off. I have pulled it off. You basically use consecrated ground to force him to take damage.
Got it on my game, mate, Quincy. When I was Drac, you blocked 2, 27, and 19. I died at sea.
Oh, I think that may have been against you. Let's see, wait, where's 227 and 19?
Amsterdam, Hamburg, and Edinburgh.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I was stuck in the North Sea.
This is definitely renewed vigor time. No question about it. I'm
I'm
gonna
feeling slightly cornered.
Yeah, I'm gonna supply first, and then move. Okay, I'm liking this.
Slightly cornered, as in insinuating you're in 57.
Okay, so the worst location Well, there's two different worst locations. One of them is 41, one of them is 60. I think I'm going to go 60, because given his psychological profile, I think he tends to try to go away from us. But I'm wrong. Because I'm bad at board games. Okay, let's try the other one.
See, what happened there was I was like, well, that's what I want to do, so I'll just not do that.
Look at you.
I think he's in 57. I think he's hidden there.
No, you know what I think? I think he's in 58. Since I have a second renewed vigor, I think I'm actually going to go to 38, so that I'm at least sort of near him. And since I have horses, it's, not a big deal.
Oh, do you not want to jump across to 44? Because you can't go back to 38, and if you're in 44, you can stop him going north.
Yeah. And we have enough other hunters in position. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. If we didn't have Van Helsing where he was, I would consider going to 38, but since we do, yeah.
Captain Bloodfly is going to check 25. Can't be there.
Well, you can't be there, but it's a good place to be.
We will do a little supply.
Either supply or...
Useless, don't want that. A little... That would be nice, a little... okay.
Well, I know what the name of this video is going to be. Garlic Wreath OP? No, but, putting the question in the title makes people think,
Spent so long being underestimated.
The
that was
classic
the secret of it.
renewed vigor, fast horse, double move. So yeah, go to 20 and then go to 57.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, he's either in 37 or 58. I think he's in 58.
Yeah, you could be right with one of those two.
He has been trying to be tricky. Okay, going to rest. If Van Helsing has nothing better to do, I think it might be worth to trade for the Forewarned on Godleming, so that we can trade it to somebody who might be moving into Dracula's location. As for you, I think, and this may seem like a waste, but because Dracula knows Seward's hand, it actually will be very, very hard for Seward to actually inflict a hit. So I think I want a night supply here, just to obfuscate my items.
Mix it up, yeah.
So I'm going to do that.
Smart play.
And... yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, I drew a newspaper report saying... yeah, so unless Van Helsing has something better. If Van Helsing doesn't have a yellow 2, he should definitely grab a yellow 2.
So, as it stands, for full disclosure, in case one of you want it, Van Helsing picked up a planned ambush. If you want that to Seward, that might help you. Because I don't think... I'm not going to reach him with Van, unless he's in 37.
Here's what's great about that situation. You don't have to trade it to me yet. Next turn, if Seward moves into Dracula's location, then you can trade me the planned ambush.
Yeah, because are you going to check 37 with Godalming tomorrow?
Either that or 36. I don't want to let Dracula know, because if I say I'm going to 37, he's going to go to 36, and if I say I'm going to 36, he's going to hide.
That's fine, because we can check either or, so that's not a problem. So I'll hold on to that then. I have got the train, everything's hunky-dory.
Yeah, then I would trade for the Forewarned from... well, no, because I could be moving into Dracula's location with the Forewarned, and it would be good to stop the fog if he potentially had one. And yes, it is almost guaranteed that he has 2 fog. So while it seems like Dracula's about to die, and yeah, he is, he has 2 fog, and it's going to be hard to deal with that. So yeah. So we are out of Mystic Research now?
I believe that was the last one with Seward, yes.
Yes, I've been keeping track.
Because we used one with a long night, didn't we? So
4, 5, 6. And we've only drawn 6, so there are 19 Dracula events in the deck. So do not night supply. He has very, very good odds on getting a Dracula event. And the one thing that could save him right now is a Dracula event.
Love the image of this crippled Dracula 1 health just hobbling down the street trying to hide in the shadows. Ow! Oh! Ow! Ah!
Alright, I will renewed vigor again.
And shout, why not?
We're going to renew our renewed vigor. Alright. I will check... Well, if I check 37 and reveal it, Mina and... Well, no, but I'm really afraid of fog. Yeah, I'm gonna go to 36. Aha!
You son of a gun.
No! Just on principle, I'm going to cancel your Saboteur. It's a horrible waste of this card, but also, if I hadn't have canceled that, every hunter who would then move into his space would be delayed. And that would be annoying. I will supply to continue my obfuscation.
Geeky Chappie's asking, how does Dracula win? So the influence track that is here on the left, if I can get that up to 13, then I win. And I do that by maturing vampires, or biting people, or just surviving long enough.
And while it seems like, oh my gosh, he hasn't scored any points, Dracula must be playing badly, most of the way that Dracula scores his points is, if you look in the top left corner, there's these despair tokens. Once those fill up to 3, then every land move or hide scores Dracula 3 points. And that's... generally, Draculas score like 70% of their points that way. Sometimes they'll mature a vampire or get a few bites. Yeah, I think we're going to be able to have a nice little 4-on-1 against a 1-health vampire. But you can do it, Dracula! You can defeat 4 hunters with 1 health! You're a vampire, for goodness sake.
That's very true. He's definitely got this.
He is definitely
I've definitely
vampire,
got this.
Comes Van Helsing. I've been at sea, boys. What's been happening?
Where's the party at?
Seward's
Yeah,
like, well, I tricked Dracula into eating a ton of garlic bread. He kept being like, oh, it hurts, but it tastes so good. And it just kept,
I thought my memory was old, but we immediately said about garlic wreath, then he played fags. It was fantastic.
Yeah, and then he went to fight Van Helsing, and he went to fight Godleming, and then knowing he had a garlic wreath, he was like, ooh, garlic? That's delicious! And he tried to bite his
So
neck.
tempting.
Dracula, the magpie of all mythical monsters. Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy. I'll have to sit back because he's going to go through your 2 guys first, so I'll let you lead the charge.
For fun, I'm going to play newspaper reports. Well, it was Athens, and I'm going to play another newspaper reports for fun.
So, super secret knowledge, that Athens has 2 vampires on it.
Ooh.
Now,
That was my plan.
when a vampire matures, only 1 will mature. If they're double stacked.
Ah.
Although, it is totally a good idea to double stack vampires, because it becomes a total pain for hunters who move into space. They get ambushed by a vampire, and then they get ambushed by another vampire. And it's,
especially the layers as well is even better than a double stack up on a hide, because with a hide you can ignore the vamp that is on the hide, but with the layer, as Quincy says, either vampire can mature, so you've got to take them both out. If they're both new vampires, that's a big battle for one hunter to
that's
to
12
face.
HP. That's basically killing a Dracula. At that point, if I walk into a lair and I see 2 new vampires, usually I'm like, no, I think I'll leave you guys. But then if you put a rumor token on it, oh man, that is just the worst. Now normally it's not as big of a problem because the way you do that is by hiding, and the vampire on hide can't mature. But when you do what you did, either one can mature, so we would have to kill both vampires.
Yeah, that's
Right.
So yeah,
Let's,
if we hadn't caught you here, it definitely would have matured.
so.
let's go out swinging.
Sure.
I mean, we might have. Quincy and I might have miscommunicated, and we've all played dodge. You could
We all
last
dodged.
Can you imagine? Oh, we all escaped. We all just thought the other was going to
Like,
escape, and we all just ran
no,
away.
we don't want
They
to
all
come
dodge
here.
in sync, and all of a sudden they realise we'd make a really good backing dancing team.
All stop and turn around. I thought. Oh.
Oh yeah, and a fun fact for you new players: claws in this circumstance, the extra 2 damage at night can be applied to anyone. So that is a tricky way to take out a weak hunter. He's like, oh, I will dodge. Oh, but I'll play claws on somebody else and then deal the 2 damage. Of course, I actually had great strength this whole time, so that wouldn't have worked, and nobody was at 2 health. That's what also wouldn't have worked, which is further reason why I should have not played Garlic on that one game, but that is that.
That is that.
Well played.
Very well played.
I think that was a fun game.
Which is...
What you hate to see are games where just Dracula's never found.
Yeah.
Or where he's like steamrolled and he never
played.
escapes and the hunters are always on him. You got away from us a few times, and we really had to use a lot of our resources to find you.
That was my plan.
Yeah.
Make myself tricksy to find. But no,
And
that was
we also
very
did get
good.
insanely lucky by finding you on literally the first day, but...
That too.
Given those circumstances,
As
you
soon as
played
that happened, I was like, oh, it's going to be that kind of game, eh?
Yeah. Well, thanks for letting us on.
Hey, no worries. Thanks for
I
joining
have
me.
work
That was
in a little
very
bit.
fun.
I thought this was the other 7, so it's actually 7 in the morning, not 7 in the evening, so I actually need to get to work. But thanks for letting me on. You
No
should play
worries.
against people in the chat or something.
Yes. So if anyone else wants to play, or if people want to find other people that they can play Fury of Dracula against, head to our Discord, because that's where all of the coolest Fury of Dracula players hang out and confirm. So it is getting to about the time where I need to actually the Twitch stream, because I've got...
And sign up for the tournament. 17th is the deadline.
Yes, make sure you sign up
Sunday,
for
get it
the
signed.
League of Fury, because it's going to be really fun. I might have a chat with Scott Sword once this is finished to see if I can do something else here at Nomad to help promote it even more. See if I can offer anything to whoever's going to be the winner. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah. And finally, and most importantly, have Godspeed.